welcome back to another day of Vlogmas. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Monica Alexandra. Today is technically Vlogmas day 7. You guys will be seeing this on Vlogmas day 6, however, because I originally recorded this on December 6th and then I didn't like, I was editing right now, I didn't end up liking it, so I'm now recording this portion on Vlogmas day 7, so it's gonna kind of go back and forth here. But I just wanted to kind of sit down with you guys and talk to you about the whole COVID situation in our family. So this, I guess this is a story time, our COVID story time. So on Tuesday night, my mom started feeling sick, and my brother texted me and my sister-in-law texted me, and they let me and my husband know that my mom was feeling a little bit sick. And you know, they were like thinking that it might be COVID. We were hoping that it wasn't. She was hoping that it wasn't, and it was like, okay, we don't know what's happening, right? And I guess Wednesday I went to work, and my mom and my dad have Wednesday off, and I guess she started feeling really bad, like I guess Tuesday night / Wednesday, like in the madrugada, like in the early morning. And so they decided to take her to take a COVID test, and it resulted that she was positive. And so that was Wednesday. I was at work when she told me this, and so like our family, you know, we had just all been together on Monday prior to that Wednesday, so it was kind of like we were all, you know, my sister was calling me, my brother was texting me, I was texting my husband. It was like a whole thing. We were all just like freaking out that my mom had COVID, you know, like at the same time like trying to keep calm, you know, but at the same time when you hear that one of your family members has COVID, your mind kind of immediately goes to like worst situation possible, even though we were being positive, but at the same time like there's just that fear natural that comes into you. So after, like, you know, our whole panicking, we all were like, okay, you know, meanwhile I'm at work this whole time. I'm like, after I heard this was like right after my lunchtime, like I was at work and it was like so hard to keep working, so hard to keep concentrating, because I was on the phone with my sister, texting my mom, texting my husband, texting my brother, and it was like this whole thing, right? So we all said like, okay, well now we all have to get tested because we're just all together on Monday. My sister had to come over to the house to eat, and we were all like eating together, and so it was just like this whole thing. We were all worried, right? So we all decided that we were gonna take COVID tests, so we all like let our bosses know, and we all called off on Thursday from work and all made appointments for Thursday to take COVID tests. So my husband and I made an appointment for Thursday and we went to take our test. However, my husband and I, being the people that we are, things like this always happen to us. I don't know if it's like a us thing. I don't believe in bad luck, but I don't know if it's like, maybe it's just us being dumb sometimes, like we don't think, or I don't know what it is, honestly. The point is that we went to go take our test, and it was like a drive-through thing, and it was like the oral like swab thing. And so they gave us 2 bags, and they told us, oh, they didn't really explain a lot, but they just told us like, okay, here are your bags. We didn't even know what was going on. We're just looking at the cars in front of us. There's like a bunch of cars. It's like this giant parking lot, and there's like these, I don't know what they're called, like these signs, I guess, with like pictures of what you're supposed to do. So I was just like, okay. So I didn't even look at the bags. I thought it didn't matter in the moment. I guess I wasn't thinking. I was also very like scared to take this test. And I gave my husband a bag and I took another bag, and then afterwards we realized that we switched bags at one point, because his results, like his test ended up in my bag and my results ended up in his bag, and then we threw them in there and we were just like, okay, didn't even think about it. And then Saturday our results came back in, and they came back inconclusive because they said that the information was wrong, and we needed to retake a test. And so we went, that was like Saturday 5 a.m. and I woke up and I was just like, my husband was sleeping, and I was like frantically on my phone trying to get another appointment as soon as possible, because my husband at this point, he hadn't been to work Thursday, he didn't go Friday, he didn't go Saturday. He wanted to go that Saturday if we had our test results and they came back negative, but then that whole thing happened. So I tried to get us appointments for that Saturday, and I was only able to get 1 appointment. So then I went to retake my test on that Monday, I mean on that Saturday morning, that was like later, like 7 a.m. and I made my appointment for like 8:30 a.m. And so we went to downtown LA. I took my test. He wasn't able to take his test until Sunday. Long story short, today is Monday and we still don't have our results because they told us that it was supposed to be 24 to 48 hours. Mind you, I went on Saturday and it's Monday, so it's been more than 48 hours. But we're still waiting, and my husband is still waiting for his results. Whenever I check, it just says that it was received, and it's like this whole thing. And as far as my family here, it's been hectic because Elvis and I have been having to drop them off food to their front door because we can't make contact with them. They've had to quarantine themselves. I believe it was Friday that my dad started having symptoms. And so then it was just like, you know, we were worried about my mom and then worried about my dad. But luckily, thank God, their symptoms are just like a severe case of the flu. I think my mom has had it worse than my dad, but she's able to still, you know, quarantine herself at home and take care of herself at home. And it's just like a severe case of the flu. Like, no one likes having a flu and you feel like all icky and weak and tired and sleepy. But on top of that, she feels nauseous and her sinuses hurt. But she's doing okay compared to, you know, what you hear in the news, or, you know, the worst case scenarios in people's cases with COVID. So I thank God that she's doing fine. My dad also, he is doing fine. I would say they still have a while to go before they completely recover from this, but thank God that they're doing okay. And it sucks that we have to drop off food for them like we're Uber Eats or Postmates or something. We drop off groceries like we're Instacart. And it just sucks, not because we have to do that, but it sucks because we can't be with them and see them, and you know, that's what kind of sucks. Like, I have to talk to my parents from like their window. I wear a mask, they wear a mask. It's like a whole thing, and it's just a horrible situation. But I thank God that they're doing okay, considering all things considering. It's been a crazy couple of days. We're not sure how exactly my mom got sick. We believe that she got sick at work from a coworker, and we believe it happened on Saturday. That's because her symptoms started on Tuesday, but she already kind of felt sick on Monday. So we're not really sure. That's the thing about this. And as far as my husband and I, we feel fine. I think in the beginning I felt a little bit sick, but I think it's all in your head. Like, you get scared and you start thinking like, oh, my throat hurts, my head hurts, like what if this, and you know, it's all these things. But thank God we're okay. We don't feel any symptoms, and we're fine so far. At this point, we're just waiting to hear for our results. That's everything that's going on. I just wanted to fill you guys in on everything that was going on because honestly, it's been so crazy, and that's why I decided to re-record this conversation that I recorded. I recorded this yesterday, but I decided to re-record it today just because I felt like it was a little bit confusing the way that I explained it. But thank God we're doing okay, and we're just praying for my parents to have a quick recovery. And yeah, we're all just trying to, you know, support them and be there for them as much as we can and help them through this whole situation. Now that that's out of the way, let's continue with the rest of the vlog. Honestly, this vlog is going to be really short because I feel like this part was so long and I don't want to make this video like super long. So I don't know what I'll put in this vlog, to be honest, from here forward. It is December 6th, so welcome back to another day of Vlogmas, guys. It's like 2:49. We had a crazy morning. My husband had to go do his COVID test, so we went to do that in the morning. Then we had to go to LA to do some errands. He had to get some, we had to go to a tailor to get some of his jeans that he wears for church fixed. And usually on Sundays we go to church, but we're not going today since we're still waiting on our results. And on top of that, my family members are sick. 3 of my family members are sick, so we've had to take care of them. We don't go inside the house, but we like run errands for them as well. Go to the market for them, get food for them, get their groceries for them. Right now we're going to Target for the 2nd time, huh babe? Yeah, and my husband loves Target, huh babe?
Yeah.
He honestly doesn't like going to Target, but we're going to Target one last time for the day. And it's so sad that we have to drop off food for them like at the front door, like if we're Uber Eats. I'll show you guys what it looks like in a little bit. It's here. I'm being so basic and I got one of these light boxes. I'm so excited because my plan is to put like how many days left till Christmas on here. So I'm excited and I'm gonna put it right here, I think. Or I'm still not sure. We're debating, but I got this from Target. And then I got these gingerbread men that you can decorate. So I got one for me and I got one for my husband. And so yeah, I'm gonna start setting this up right now and I'm gonna show you guys when it's done. There it is, guys. I think it looks cute. I ended up taking off the Thanksgiving, whatever they are, Thanksgiving decorations from this side, and I just left the Christmas ones. Kind of don't like the fact that there's only one thing here and then there's two here, but it's fine. I think it looks really nice. There it is, 18 days till Christmas. What it looks like with the lights off, and maybe not these keys that look right here. So it has two settings, one that changes colors. As you can see, that one's the one that changes colors, so it's green right now. There we go, a little teal action going on. And it just changes like a bunch of different colors. But I like to leave it on, I'm gonna leave it on the other setting, which is the all white setting. I think it looks so cute. And let me turn on this candle so you guys can see what it looks like all together. So this is what it looks like. I'm not gonna turn on both candles. There's another candle right here. And then on this side, we have the lights going on. I'm sorry for the flicker on the camera. And then on this side, we have the tree. So these are the vibes going on. And do not judge how messy this place is right now, okay? We have a lot going on. So guys, in trying to keep healthy, you know, since, you know, we still don't have our COVID results, it's so annoying. Every time I check it, it just says received. It doesn't say this, like, you know, the results. Like, oh no. So trying to keep us healthy, made some soup for my husband and I to eat tonight for dinner. And we're gonna watch Mulan, the live action film, because guys, it's December 7th. How am I watching this 3 days later? It came out on December 4th and I didn't know until today. Like, I'm all over the place. So we're about to watch that. And that's pretty much it for today's vlog, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow for another day of Vlogmas. Bye, guys.